Welcome in. I want to share something with you today that could fundamentally shift how you see your entire inner world. What if I told you that you have way more power over your emotions than you've ever been led to believe? That you, yes, you, have the tools to become the architect of your own feelings? Let's find out exactly how. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about a feeling we all know, being a passenger to our own emotions. Then, we'll pull back the curtain on your brain's secret job in creating those feelings. And we'll look at the body budget it uses to do it. After that, I'll share a really simple, practical way for you to become the architect. And finally, we'll see how this one big idea can genuinely change your life. Okay, let's just dive right in. Have you ever had one of those days where you feel like you're just along for the ride? You know, you're hijacked by feelings that seem to pop up from nowhere and just take complete control. One minute you're feeling fine, and the next, bam, anger or sadness or anxiety is in the driver's seat, steering your entire day. It's a really important question to ask yourself. When you feel overwhelmed or stuck, who's really in control? Are you at the wheel, consciously choosing where you're going? Or are you kind of stuck in the back seat, just being taken for a ride by your own inner passengers? This analogy just nails it, doesn't it? Imagine you're driving your bus. Suddenly, anger stands up in the back and starts yelling and making a scene. What do most of us do? We pull over, we stop the bus, we get out of the driver's seat, and we go back there to argue with anger. But while we're all tangled up in that struggle, nobody's driving the bus. Your life just grinds to a halt. But here's the thing. What if that whole struggle is based on a huge misunderstanding of what emotions even are? You know, the classic view is that things happen to us, and we react emotionally. But modern neuroscience, well, it tells a very different and honestly a much more empowering story. This is the crucial point right here. Your brain doesn't just sit back and passively react to what's happening in the world. Nope. It's actively predicting and literally creating your experience of the world every single second. It's not a simple little reaction machine. It's a master storyteller. This whole game-changing idea is called the theory of constructed emotion. It comes from decades of incredible research by the neuroscientist Dr. Feldman Barrett, and it completely flips the script on how we understand our inner lives. It says emotions aren't built in, they're built by you. And this is the insight that changes absolutely everything. This is the key that lets you move from being a passenger on that bus to being the architect of your entire emotional experience. Because think about it. If you're the one constructing it, that means you can learn to construct it differently. Okay, so if our brain constructs emotions, how in the world does it actually do it? Well, to get that, we need to look at its number one job. And it's not thinking or seeing or even feeling. It's something way more fundamental. Before anything else, your brain's most important task is managing your body budget. Just think of it like a bank account for your body's resources. Your brain is constantly making predictions and adjustments to keep your energy balanced. Every single thing you do, every thought you have, it's either a deposit or a withdrawal from this budget. And how does it track that budget? Through a process called interoception. It's basically your brain constantly listening to the raw physical signals coming from inside your body. You know, a knot in your stomach, a flutter in your chest, the heat in your face. Now, these are not emotions yet. They're just physical data. And the sheer scale of this is, well, it's incredible. Your brain is a master of automation because it has to be. It manages this whole body budget so efficiently, processing unbelievable amounts of data, all happening behind the scenes so your conscious mind can be free for other stuff. So let's connect the dots. If an emotion is just your brain's best guess, its story about what all those raw physical sensations mean, well, that gives us incredible power. It means we can actually learn to influence that story. We can become the architect. And the practice is a really powerful two-step process. First, you deconstruct. You just hit pause and get curious. So instead of getting lost in that big, scary feeling of anxiety, you break it down into the raw physical data. What's actually happening in my body? Then you reconstruct. You intentionally give your brain new data by changing your body. Taking a slow, deep breath isn't just relaxing. It's new information for your brain to build a new story with. You see, this is the fundamental shift. You move from the old way, this passive state where you're just reacting to life, to the new way, an active state where you are a co-creator of your reality. You're finally back in the driver's seat of your own bus. And this illustrates brilliantly why so many self-help tricks just don't work. You can't just slap a positive thought on top of a body that is physically screaming stress. You have to address the raw physical feelings first. Change the data, and your brain will construct a new, better story all on its own. Now, this isn't just a quick mental trick. It's really a new way of living. It's a skill that, when you practice it, leads to genuine resilience and real personal growth. It's about making the journey from living a small, reactive life to embracing your full potential. And this is where becoming the architect gets really powerful. See, the emotions your brain constructs aren't random. They grow from your thoughts, which are fed by your core beliefs and values, the roots of this tree. To truly change the fruit of your life, you have to tend to the roots. But look, mastering these principles is a journey, and that's exactly why we created a structured path called the 12 Journeys. It's a framework that brings all this science together with philosophy and practical exercises to truly help you transform your life from the inside out. It gives you the step-by-step tools and, just as importantly, a supportive community to put all this powerful knowledge into consistent, life-changing practice. Because, knowledge is one thing, but real transformation takes practice. So the real question is, are you ready? Are you ready to stop being a passenger and get back behind the wheel of your own bus? This is your moment. It's a chance to choose a new path, a new way of being in the world. Take that first powerful step. Go ahead and join the Sum Giante program and discover the full framework that will empower you to build the life you truly want. Visit my12journeys.com to begin your transformation.